Great, we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the JNT GSLC PC number 2, Josh and Tim's Good Shepherd Lutheran Church podcast number 2. I'm Tim Logeman,
Council President Joshua Stumpner, and we're joined with Dr. Kartika today, and we're going to talk a little bit about summer ministry and some music opportunities for people. Thought it'd be important to share some things and give updates on that. So, Kartika.
All right, so the life of ministry in Good Shepherd is pretty vibrant in the summer. We've added in-person midweek worship this year, which is happening on Wednesdays at 5:30 in the Damgard room. And that worship service is also being live streamed. So if you can't be here, but you'd still like to watch and comment and participate in real time, I'll be moderating that. So that's going on. You can participate from anywhere, basically.
And what's that? Is there a sermon or a message, or is it just a word and some songs, or what can people expect?
It's basically word and sacraments. It's a lot more abbreviated, so it's only 30 minutes long. We're using our Faith 5 layout or structure. So if you've been to our midweek worship before COVID happened, we're going back to that format again. So instead of like a full-blown sermon, we have discussion on the text. So we're dwelling in the text together. And of course, Pastor Kemp normally he helps us see the bigger picture. So he will conclude that with, a few sermon-like good news, basically.
Yeah, people can get involved and answer questions, kind of talk. It's a good time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a fellowship hour after that then, or people hang out sometimes? Or?
Yeah, we've only had one since the summer starts, but it seemed like yesterday people were not really ready to leave when we were done. So that would be nice to follow that up with some sort of a fellowship time, maybe some music making, maybe campfire or something.
Campfire and some ukulele by the campfire, some s'mores. So
yeah.
Anybody is interested in that, let us know. We won't do every week, obviously, but maybe we can have a couple campfires throughout the summer and have a good time.
Nice.
That'll be nice.
That'd be good.
Nice.
Yeah. As far as music goes, we have our ukulele outreach ministry kicked off last Monday, so it will happen every Monday at 5:30 by the river. We've been playing by the what is that called? River Edge Trail? By Bricks, between WOW and Bricks. We just kind of claim an empty spot there and start playing youths, and people just gather around.
Okay.
We had our first one on Monday, and it was a lot of fun.
I was there a couple times last year. People just drop in once in a while. They sing.
Yeah, it's a very active area. So people biking, sometimes they would be like, "Oh, what is that sound?" And they would come and check it out, and they stay. So it's a really good outreach ministry partnership type thing with other churches too. We have some strummers from First English and from the UU Church, and anybody can basically join.
And then people don't need to bring anything, just show up.
Right, yeah.
If there's music there, if they want to sing. Or,
get an ice cream cone, watch,
whatever.
Yeah.
Try to support local businesses. Go to WOW or Bricks afterwards. That's always fun.
There you go.
Yeah, and then yesterday was our first string group rehearsal. So we realized this past year that we had a lot of kids in orchestra, for example, or people playing some sort of string instruments, cello, viola, violins. Some of them had not picked their instruments up in like 8 years, and they were like, oh, if there's a group that would start, I might pick that up. So we had somebody in that situation yesterday, and she picked up really quickly. She was playing music with us right away. So that's always fun to kind of try something new. And
what time is that?
That is at 5 o'clock.
Yesterday was Wednesday.
Yesterday? Oh, sorry, not yesterday. Tuesday.
So Tuesday at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, Tuesday at 5 o'clock. Yeah, let me know if you're interested in joining that, or if you know somebody who loves playing their instruments, their string instruments. Choir, we are not rehearsing every week anymore. We thought I worked them hard enough during the choir season, so we take the summer off, but we will do pickup choirs here and there. If you don't know what pickup choir is, basically we meet on Sunday morning at 8. We practice for about 40-45 minutes, and then we sing at the 9 o'clock service.
And that'll be announced ahead of time when you're doing
Yep.
that or something, or in
Yeah.
the bulletin or on the webpage?
Yep.
Or...
It will be in the newsletter. Emails will probably go out, or I'll announce it in worship. Low commitment, but if you love to sing,
Come early,
this is the time.
practice, and-
Yeah.
Okay.
When are we going to get to hear Josh sing?
I don't think you want that.
Just stand next to Holcomb, he covers you up, that's what I used to do.
Try to match his pitch.
That's what I usually do.
Yeah.
Okay. Or stand
So-
next to Pastor Egg, you blend right in.
Yep, I think that's what. Oh, VBS
Yes.
is coming up in August,
Mhm.
and we are partnering with First Press and Grace UCC Church. And so we've had a couple meetings, and the energy is high. So we're excited about that.
And that'll be happening here, so if
Yes.
anybody wants to get involved with that, help out the kids, reach out to any of us or staff members.
Half day, mornings?
It's during the day, and we will do a closing ceremony service type thing on Thursday night. I will link a date in the video because I don't remember which
Oh, okay.
date,
Okay.
but I can put the date on the video.
Great, great. And if anybody else has anything they want to announce at some point in time, let Kartika know. We'll kind of go from there. Perfect.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
All
Thanks for
right,
having
thanks
me.
for coming. Yeah,
Yeah.
great to have you. Okay, continuing on. Last time we did version number 1, which, by the way, we didn't get a cease and desist order or anything like that, so I guess that's why we're having episode number 2. We'll see how it goes. If we don't get too many complaints, we might continue on with these.
Hey, if nobody complains, you're gonna keep hearing us, so. Yeah, I don't know how many views the total is, but
It was over 100, right? I think, which is, my mom only saw it a couple times, so there's some other people besides mom on there, which is nice. I know Carrie couldn't watch it, but anyway. So anyway, we talked a little bit about finances last time. We thought we would go into how we did in May.
So May, our expenses were just over $28,000. Our total contributions were just over 24,000. And so I guess I should say is our contributions were good, and maybe what we're saying at our temple talks in church and what we're doing on our podcast might be beneficial. People seem to be, I guess, contributing a little bit more, not huge amounts, but if everybody contributes a little bit more like we've asked, I think this is possibly some of the results. So that being said, we still were negative for the month. So just a little over $3,000, I believe, close to $4,000 in the negative, which is obviously not good. It's better than where we were earlier in the year. So I guess the silver lining is we're staying afloat.
Right. So expenses compared to budget are actually under budget.
Correct. Which that has been the case for most of the months. I mean, in the winter time when the expenses are a little bit higher with electricity and heat, it doesn't seem to be that way. But for the most part, as we've mentioned before, staff has done a good job to kind of control expenses as much as possible. So that kind of has been holding true.
Okay. All right. And then maybe just how are we doing year to date, Josh?
Year to date, we are, well, if we go by about $20,000.
So year to date, what our total contribution is about $100,000, and we had estimated by this time about 136. So we're about 36,000
$36,000
under estimated contributions. Our expenses are 132,000. We had estimated 150, so our expenses are 20,000. But if you look at expenses versus donations, we are $31,000 behind for this year. So our expenses are $31,000 more than our donations, which
Year to date, basically.
Year to date.
Through May.
right year to date basically. Right now, so obviously a trend that we're trying to do something about.
Yeah, so I mean, you've been on council and on finance for quite a while. What does the summertime usually look like?
Summertime is always concerning as far as donations because people are very busy and out of town. You know, this year we're making a conceded effort to talk to people about how important it is that we keep the ministry going, why the ministry is worth their time and effort and donations. So, you know, we'll see. But this is expenses for May. We got that sorted out earlier before we came on camera.
Yes.
Yeah, so we do have June, July, and August, and we'll kind of see how that goes. I was in the dental chair for 2 hours today. That's my excuse for being disoriented.
I really don't have an excuse, I guess. That's just
If I'm
normal for
drooling a
me.
little or something like that, it was brutal. So anyway, the reserves that we have at the present time, we have a reserves of about
31,000 in the general fund, yes.
31,000 in the general fund. So depending on contributions, that is what we have left for reserves. And I know you're talking again on Sunday, and various different council members are talking as well throughout. I think.
Yeah, we've been having temple talks. I'll be up this Sunday. Then Chad, our secretary on church council, will be doing a online version that Kartika will post. And then from there, we're going to continue to, I guess, present things and stay open and keep it in front of everybody. So
Cool. And Good Shepherd is a ministry not in isolation, but in a community, and in a community not just of our Lutherans, but of other Lutherans. And, as we talked about last month, this is a sort of a national trend of lower church attendance, lower church participation. It's kind of a symptom of modern society. It's actually not even unique to Lutherans.
Right.
But there are multiple other ELCA churches in our region. I have just had basically email exchanges with a couple of different congregations, but St. Stephen's and Pilgrim and the committee for this, which I guess is me at this point in time, are at least talking about trying to think if there's ways that we can work together to try to have ministry expansion, ministry synergy, and keep things vibrant in a larger community, not outside of just the walls of Good Shepherd. So there are some things that are opening. Nothing specific at this point in time, but at least these conversations.
Early stages of just kind of testing the waters and seeing what's possible.
Right, what's possible, what's doable. Obviously, there's lots of historical, cultural things that scare people and or make it interesting, but we have to kind of be brave in the new world.
Yeah.
Cool. You got anything else for this month?
Well, I am going to start on the Narthex kind of change up, I guess I was going to call it. You might see some changes in there. Hopefully everybody will like it. I don't know. But I'm a contractor, so I like to get stuff done. So I might be starting this weekend, actually Saturday. I haven't confirmed that with my wife. So we'll have to wait and see if anything's different on Sunday. And maybe nobody will notice. I don't know. But that'll be something new and improved, hopefully.
Yeah, you did a good job last time you did that when we were out briefly for the pandemic.
Yeah.
You really changed it up. It looks nice. Yeah, thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that. And if anybody has anything they'd like to address, feel free to reach out to us through the church office. We'd be glad to take topics. Like I said, unless we get a cease and desist order.
We take topics. I mean,
Guests.
special guests, honorary guests are welcome.
Yeah, we might do this again if we.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Thanks everybody for
enjoy it.
watching, and thanks for what you do for Good Shepherd.